and I will back be. My name is Tina. They are actually different. The pen type's absolutely amazing. Welcome back everybody, I hope you are doing well. I am back with another Empties video, which I can't believe it's already been 2 months since I put up my last one. Like, time really does fly by. But as I promised, I am trying to put up an Empties video every 2 months, so these products are what I used up in the months of March and April. Again, it is pretty much all Japanese products, a little bit of skincare, a little bit of hair care, a little bit of makeup, a little bit of everything. But I think I'll just jump right into the video, not grabbing them in any particular order, but I'm just gonna get into it before I keep rambling on forever, as always. First is the EVITA Beauty Whip Soap by Kanebo, which I actually did a first impressions video on, which, bam, I think I got the iCard right this time. I am pretty sure it's on that side. If I wasn't, how embarrassing is that? But I did a first impressions video on this. It's pretty much the most beautiful face wash ever. I did use this for a little while. It is supposed to be like a moisturizing anti-aging one, which I'm obviously not really gonna see the effects of like the anti-aging part. I did find it slightly moisturizing, but not the most moisturizing self foam. I think it's a nice little luxury item to have, kind of make you feel girly and like kind of pampered. But the scent was quite strong, and for the price of it, I wouldn't say it's kind of the best product. And also, I always find that these kind of canned self-foaming don't last that long. Like, you use up the product pretty quickly. I would say a month max, and that's me only using it once a day, not twice a day, because I only use my self-foaming in the morning. It was close to 20 bucks. I probably would not purchase it because for that price I don't think it's one of the best face washes I've used. It's pretty, it's super pretty, and you still get excited every time you're like, oh my gosh, it's a rose. But that's pretty much it. Generally, just as a plain face wash, I would not say it's super beneficial for your skin. Speaking of self-foaming face washes, this is the Bifesta Bright Up Foaming Whip, which I just mentioned in my hydrating skincare routine, which I did like this one. I actually probably did like it a little more than the EVITA one. I would say it's better for people who have normal to combination skin than dry skin, although this is like the bright up one that helps your pores and remove kind of older skin layers. What do you call them? You get what I mean. They do have another version that is more moisturizing, so that would probably be good for people who do have drier skin, but I did choose this one because I do have normal to combination skin. The carbonation, I feel like it feels really like nice on the skin. It's very, very lightweight, but once again, I used it up like max a month. I don't think I even did get a month out of it. I think that's the only thing with these, like, what do you call it, like aerosol can foaming face washes. I do think you get more out of like the pump face washes, and even more so out of like tube face washes that you foam up yourself. Like, I know that's like kind of like a duh thing, but a lot of the time these cost about the same or even more than a regular face wash, so I just don't think you get kind of your money's worth out of it. And a lot of the time it does create a really nice fluffy foam, but I don't feel like the product is as dense as it could be. I liked it. It's really easy, really handy in the morning. It had like a really refreshing scent, so it was really nice in the morning to kind of wake up. If you can be bothered and have time, I think it's better to kind of foam up your own foam than using a self-foaming one like this. But I still did really like it, and it'll probably be really easy for travel, and when you're like short on time or when you're in a busy schedule, I do think it's really easy and simple. Next is a all-in-one gel, which I have mentioned in the past are very popular in Japan. Instead, like a lot of people still follow that like multi-product skincare routine, although I do find it's a lot more popular in Japan than in probably like Korea or Australia and other countries I've been to. So this is the Tonyu Isofurabon all-in-one gel, which Tonyu is soy milk, so it is part of that range that they use soy milk in their products, which is really popular. They've got like toner, face wash, creams and all that, and they have it at pretty much every drugstore in Japan, so I'm sure most of you have heard of it before. They did talk about this being a really like kind of toro, what's toro? Like, I would say slimy. Wasn't the biggest fan of it. It had a really interesting texture. Like, it wasn't like a normal cream. I literally have washed it out, so like I can't really show you. It wasn't like a normal cream. It wasn't like a gel. It was quite literally like slime, but to the point where when you like use the product and put it on and then the next day you open it, it's like completely flat. It like goes back into the shape. It just like sinks into itself. If you hold it to the side, it'll just like go to the side and like have flat. I don't know, but I feel like that texture makes it feel like it's not really like soaking through all the layers. It kind of feels like it's sitting on the skin more just because it is that kind of slimy texture. I don't know, I feel like it's like creating a barrier more than moisturizing, which of course creams do create a barrier, but it's kind of like, well, if you can get one that moisturizes and does both, it's like an all-in-one winner, which this all-in-one was not a winner. Next is a hair mask, which I have mentioned before that I have really fine, very easily damaged hair. As you can see, it's very fluffy and I do have to use a hair treatment every time I wash it. This is the Luxe Super Rich Shine Damage Repair Rinse Off Treatment, which I really did like, and as you can see, it's like a huge bottle, really good value because it's actually the same price as their normal bottle, but it's pretty much double the size. The Luxe ranges, I've used quite a few of them, and this is like the super shiny silky one, which like it does really make your hair feel really silky. So I put it on and leave it in for about 5 minutes, and then once I wash it off, I feel like the water just like slides through and like my hands just like, whoo, like I can put my fingers through my hair and it's just like all silky and kind of like whoo. So it definitely doesn't feel my skin feeling like, not my skin, my hair feeling like rough, which some hair treatments can. They do have quite a few different versions in the Luxe range. There's one in like a darker brown, which is like the richer one, which I probably would prefer just because my hair does need a lot of repairing. But if they didn't have that one, I would probably go for this one, and it's pretty much the same, pretty much just as good, but not as rich. You can get a lot of use out of it, and it's definitely one of those like make your hair feeling silky and smooth and kind of repaired, even if you might feel like temporary, like straight after I wash my hair, it makes it feel really soft and like wonderful, and it smells great. So that's just a bonus. And you undo your hair, it's just like smells so good. It also has argan oil, which is one of my favorite, what's the word, ingredients in hair products, because I feel like my hair just soaks it all up. So yes to this. But here's a product that did have argan oil, but I did not enjoy it at all pretty much. It is an emptier box. I do not have the bottle because I actually used it like a couple times. Didn't empty it, but I like could not use it on my hair any longer. So I actually gave it to my auntie who's using it now. But this is the brand Argelan, and it is the Damage Repair Hair Oil. It's got jojoba oil and argan oil. And it's like an organic serum, which awesome. Like I actually spent like a little bit more than I usually would on my hair serum and bought this. And I was like, oh, you know, I'll try a new product, try a new brand. Maybe I should spend a little more money, take care of my hair a little more, and I did not like it at all. It's supposed to be really good. You can use it on like your body, your hair, your scalp, and it's 98% natural ingredients, which like it sounds super good, super awesome, but it's really heavy, like really heavy. The texture when you first like put it on your hands, it doesn't feel that heavy. I put it on my hair and basically my hair just would not like absorb it at all. I usually put my serum on towel dried hair and then blow dry my hair, but I did that and my hair basically just looked like and felt like it was wet, like it would not dry, the oil would not absorb, and it just like stayed there on the surface of my hair. So which usually my hair soaks up like everything just because it does need that kind of care and nourishment, but it just like did not agree with this. I don't know why. It was just really heavy, left my hair feeling really sticky, heavy, wet, not nice to touch. It wasn't like this, like I know it's kind of fluffy now, but it was literally just like helmet hair kind of. So that was a no-go for me. Hopefully it's working for my auntie right now. It might work for other people, maybe, probably, like Asian hair, how it's like more thicker and straight, and that it wouldn't feel heavy with this kind of serum, which obviously like the products here are aimed for Japanese people and Japanese hair. So unfortunately it didn't work for me, but if you have tried it, I would be curious if it worked for you and what kind of hair type you have, because I was really ashamed. I thought I kind of like, I treated myself with a better product. I'm like, hey, I should just go with cheap stuff anyway because it doesn't work for me. So that was kind of unfortunate. Next is a hand cream, which I feel like I don't really review hand creams because I don't use them a whole lot, which I probably should, but usually I only try to use them once a day before I go to sleep, and that's about it. So I did try this by Kose, Coen Q10 Night Renew. So it's a specific hand cream for nighttime. It's like a Q10, so it's anti-aging and it's supposed to kind of repair and moisturize your hands overnight, so it's feeling all nice and smooth in the morning. I wouldn't say I felt the biggest difference, like my hands felt super soft and super moisturized by morning. I felt like it kind of was dry by the morning, but they have these little capsules in it, which is supposed to be like beauty serum capsules, and there's literally like these little dots in it. Maybe I'm not gonna be able to see it. Well, maybe. Can you? Oh, you can see them very slightly. Can you see them there? How there's those little dots? Yeah, they have those like little dots in there, which apparently are like little serum capsules, and like once you rub it in, it literally just goes away. But yeah, they're supposed to be like little pockets of serum and supposed to help your skin, help moisturize overnight. It smells freaking amazing. It smells like peaches, which we all know I like peaches, and it's pretty much the reason why I bought it. I would say it's a really good hand cream just to use once a day at night. Once a night. Maybe, I don't know how to say that. But like during the day, if you wanted to use it multiple times, it might be kind of annoying to have those capsules all the time. And I don't think it's like the richest, most repairing hand cream. Like for people who have extremely dry skin, I don't think it's going to be enough. But for me, who has like basically like normal skin on my hands, it was enough moisturization. Next is the Lululun face mask in the balance type, which I mentioned once again in my hydration skincare routine. I did finish it up, so I thought I would let you guys know a little bit more about it. The Lululun face mask range is really popular in Japan. They have a really wide variety. They have like the original ones that they came out with, and they have like an anti-aging range, and then they have like something plus range. But great value. This is the 42 pack, and I do believe it was about $17-18. How much is that? Like 50 cents or something per mask. It's a really nice kind of cloth, and they have multiple cuts in it that really allows it to fit well onto your skin. It also doesn't have like a flappy thing for your eyes. It literally just has the circles, which makes it a lot easier to apply. I feel like it would probably fit more face shapes, because I have trouble finding that some masks don't fit my face properly, which is kind of weird. But it's got hyaluronic acid, and it has like a lot of product in the box, and it's like a plastic box, so obviously like none of it leaks or anything. So I feel like your masks are all like soaked in the product a lot, so you definitely don't feel like it dries out. It doesn't really have a scent much at all. It might have like a slight alcohol like scent, but it's not a lot. You leave it on for 10-15 minutes, which I feel like is one of the longer ones, which it's fine, but sometimes it might be like a little time consuming if you are on a time crunch. Maybe that's the only thing I've got to say, but other than that, it's definitely not like greasy or oily. It definitely moisturizes and is, I would say, perfect for people with combination skin, because it is like a balanced type. So it does hydrate your skin, it makes it look really glowy, really fresh, and it feels great in the morning, but it's definitely not too much or leaves your skin feeling like greasy or anything like that. Next is probably the only makeup product I've got this time, and it is the Opra Lip Tint Rouge in number 2 pink. That's the outside packaging, and it just comes in this kind of like small gold tube. I've obviously just completely used it up, but you can see it a little bit. Very natural kind of fuchsia pink to it. Why I chose this was because it was like a lip tint. When you first put it on, it's really moisturizing, really glossy, feels like a lip balm but gives a lot of color, which I really liked. And then because it is a lip tint, it does leave color to your skin after the glossiness goes away, which like you can't really see it there, but it has left like a slightly pink tint when I just applied it and wiped it off. So I bought it for work because at work I can't reapply my lipstick or whatever like that often. I usually probably only could reapply it at lunchtime, so I only reapply it once a day. So I wanted something that lasts with the color, even if that moisturization like went away. I liked that factor, but it is obviously not meant for like multi-hour wear, because it does leave that tint, but it leaves just lips feeling very dry, which I don't usually get dry lips, but I felt like after leaving on for 3 or 4 hours, and once the gloss has gone away, like the lip color's still left, but it leaves my lips dry. And then when you talk a lot, which I talk a lot in my job, I feel like most girls would have experienced this, but when you talk so much and like open your lips like bah, 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 you get like a line like where you touch your lips a lot. And then with some lip products, it can leave kind of like a very evident like kind of line and like changing color, and I don't know, it just wasn't very attractive. And when I would realize in the mirror, I was like, oh gosh, I wonder how long it's been like that for. So in that sense, I didn't really like it. It feels amazing when you first put it on though. So glossy, so smooth, and it does add quite a bit of color. So I really liked it for that sense. But because it's so soft, and when you apply it, like you apply quite a lot, you use a lot of product very quickly. So I would say that would be like the other con. But they're actually like pretty much one of the most popular like lipstick ranges in Japan, this Opra brand. So I think Japanese people really liked it because it's like subtle, nice, glossy. Next, is another peach product. Can you tell? This is the Aroma Resort Body Milk Happy Sweet Peach. Ooh, once again, smells so good. It smells like really sweet, fresh peaches. I would say the scent lasts really well. Even like the next day the scent lasts, but like moisturizing 24 hours, probably not. It is a body milk though, instead of like a thick body cream. So it is kind of somewhat lightweight. I feel like in my other empties, I had the other like peach moisturizer, which I feel like was the same. Like if I were to use it on the rest of my body, it would work really well, but it wasn't quite rich enough for my legs. In this Aroma Resort range, they do have a bunch of different scents, which I would totally try it just for the scents. They're really nice smelling, and they've got all these like fruit scents and like floral scents and stuff. So if you're someone who has like pretty normal skin, not that dry, and you like sweet scent smelling body lotions, which I love like sweet scented stuff like candy and fruit and stuff. So if you're like that, then I would say totally try it. They're pretty affordable. I think it was about $4 or $5, so pretty affordable, and I think it's a nice little just like girly item for you to use every now and then. So you know. Last item that I have is not a Japanese product actually. It is the Wet n Wild Photo Focus Setting Spray, which Logan got me from Nameraka. It was a nice size for like travel. It didn't cost a fortune. Obviously Wet n Wild is very, very affordable. I feel like setting sprays, I don't know, I'm always like, are they actually working or not? I don't know. When I first spray it, takes away any of like powdery kind of like cakey looking and feel to my skin. It makes it look more like luminous, which I do like. I do feel like it does make a difference in how easily my makeup comes off, in the sense that during like winter and hay fever season, I always wear masks. Like, you know, those white masks that Japanese people wear, which if you wore in Australia, people will be like, oh my god, you must have some sort of like crazy disease, I don't want to go near you. Which in Japan is really common for you to wear if you have a cold or don't want to get a cold, or if you have hay fever. So I feel like when I wore those and when I sprayed this compared to not, the makeup transferred a lot less onto my mask than when I wasn't wearing it. But in general, if I didn't wear a mask or anything all day, I didn't really feel like the biggest difference of how quick my makeup came off of my face. I will like continue to use setting sprays in hopes that it is really working, but I can't say that I've felt like it's like I need it, but I will continue to use it because I have faith and I feel like it does something than nothing. But also like it makes your makeup look better when you first finish it. So I think that's a good enough reason. Right, anyway, that is all the products. I feel like I kind of rambled a little more this time. So sorry if that was boring, and sorry if it was like annoying to listen to my stupid voice just talk about nonsense. But I do hope you still enjoyed it, and if you did, please give it a thumbs up, and I will be back with another Empties video in, I'd say, 2 months. So I'll see you guys again soon.